4.2, graph linear equations. Yesterday we plotted points, today we're graphing lines.
Oh, I know how to do this. This is super easy.
A solution of an equation in two variables, x and y, is an ordered pair xy. Should look like the points we were plotting yesterday. That produce a true statement. When plugged in for their respective variables. A linear equation is one whose graph is a line. The standard form of a linear equation is ax plus by equals c, and a and b would just be numbers as well as c, but x and y are obviously your variables. All right, equations of horizontal and vertical lines. Come in.
Can I borrow some books for Algebra 1A? Because we don't have any.
Yeah. Abby, are there Algebra 1 books over there beside you?
Yep.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey. Can we borrow some algebra books from you, or all of them being?
Yes, I have some. Abby's pulling them off the shelf now.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
How many do you need?
it. We don't have enough to have our class, and it's been working because we've just been like taking photos, and now 1B is starting to take theirs home, so we're short.
Yeah, how many do you need?
I need like 6,
Are there 6 over there, Abby?
but I'll take like I think.
Can I help?
7 of them.
Are there that many over there?
Yeah, there's 6.
Okay, Abby said we have 6.
Oh.
All right, she's gonna give them to Anna to bring down.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
Wait, I'm strong.
Bye.
All those are going to slide off in the stairs.
Yeah. Me as strong.
Does she need help or can she get them?
I got
We'll find out if she can or not in a second.
Ah!
Okay, well maybe like
Wait, me is strong.
Oh, you got it. Don't feel bad.
Just
Oh,
don't
I'm
fall
gonna
down
break
the
my
stairs.
back.
If you hear like
Break my
something,
back.
Great, you got it?
if you
Yeah.
hear what the thumping, that's what
Thank
looks
you.
like.
We'll get the door.
Alright, you need
You're gonna hear it crashing.
Oh, that's on the video too.
that's not funny. Yo. No, because literally, dude, you know how bad that would hurt? You just fell down.
Oh, I did that. I fell down.
I've fallen down the stairs before.
No, with like 6 books in your hand.
Who? You. I do not fall down the stairs 5 times a week.
I did fall
I'm
down
pretty sure
once.
she'll be
I
okay.
skipped a step and I slipped.
Okay, refocus. All right, I'm drawing 2 little mini graphs here because we're just going to put something on them. I'm back. There we go. All right, so if I have a graph, I don't know why I did this one first. It looks like this. This is the graph of x is equal to a, and this point is A0. Over here with this one, if I have a graph that looks like this, this is the graph of y is equal to b, and this point is 0b. So on this left one, the graph of y equals b is a horizontal line that passes through the point 0b. This other one, the graph of x is equal to a, is a vertical line that passes through the point A0. So in some of our problems, we're going to be given an ordered pair, and we're just going to be determining if it's a solution to the equation or not by plugging in the x and the y value and seeing if it's equal. And then in some of them, we're going to be graphing. We're going to be using a particular method in this section that probably after this section, I would say we won't use anymore because there's easier ways to do it, but we always start with this method because this method will always work no matter what. It just takes more time. So jumping into some problems, the first one say to tell whether the ordered pair is a solution of the equation. So number 4, 3x minus 2y equals -5. And the point that they give us to check is -1, 1. So -1 is the x value, 1 is the y value. So I'm going to replace these variables over here with these numbers. So I'm going to have 3 times -1 minus 2 times +1 equals -5. So then I have over here 3 times -1 is -3, -2 times 1 is -2, and so then -3 minus 2 is -5, so -5 equals -5, so this is a solution.
That's all we have to do.
For those ones, yep.
Those are easy.
Number 6. Y equals -7, and the point is -7, 0. So I'm going to plug in, there's no x in this equation, so I'm just plugging in the y value. So I have 0 equals -7. Is that true? Nope, so it's not a solution. -8. -5y minus 6x is equal to 0, and the point is -6, 5. So -6 is going to be x, 5 is going to be y, and I'm going to plug them in. So I have -5 times 5 minus 6 times -6 is equal to 0. -5 times 5 is -25. -6 times -6 is +36, so I've got -25 plus 36. Well, 36 minus 25 is 11, is equal to 0. That's not true, so this is also not a solution. That's all you have to do on those ones. Not too bad. All right, the next thing is to graph the equation. Yes.
So on number 6, you just multiplied y by 0?
No. Y was 0. I plugged in this 0.
That's
Not there. I plugged it in right here to get that. There's just no x, so I didn't plug in the -7 anywhere. All right, for graph the equation, you must put at least 3 points on the graph. That's going to be our general rule, unless it is a horizontal or vertical line. So that would be the situation where it's just x equals a number or y equals a number. And then this will continue to be the rule, except for in the next section when we're graphing using intercepts, we'll have 2 points. But again, like I'll specify when that is and what that looks like. But our general rule, when in doubt, put 3 points on our graph. All right, so they're going to give us an equation. So 12y, not y equals, y minus 2x equals 5. So the first thing I need to do is what was at the end of chapter 3, which is getting y by itself. So if I want to get y by itself, how do I do that? Add 2x. So I would have y is equal to 2x plus 5. Now, I'm going to use this equation to plot points, okay? So there's going to be a much easier graphing method in the future, but this method will always work. Anytime you ever need to graph anything, even if it is not linear, this method would always work for you. So I like to choose 3 really easy numbers to plug in for x. My favorite numbers to choose are -1, 0, and 1. Why do you think those might be my favorite numbers to pick? Yeah, they're really easy to plug in. You can choose 100, 200, and 300, and you're going to be miserable because your graph's going to not even fit on a piece of paper. Okay, so you can choose whatever numbers you want, and your graph will look the same, but I like to choose that. So I'm going to make a little XY table. If you remember, we did something kind of like this a little bit earlier in the year. And I'm going to do -1, 0, and 1. So what I do is over here in my table, sometimes I actually do something, hold on, this way. I actually do something like this where I'll like leave some space to like plug in the numbers, and then I'll have the y value over here. But that's just up to you. So my equation is 2x plus 5. So in this box here, I'm going to fill in these numbers. So I'm solving for y. So I'm going to have y equals 2 times -1 plus 5. So what's 2 times -1? -2 plus 5 is 3. So that means that the ordered pair that comes out of that point is going to be -1, 3. So I'll plot that point. Then over here, if I plug in 0, I have y equals 2 times 0 plus 5. What does that equal to? 5. 2 times 0 is 0 plus 5 is 5. So this point is 0, 5. And then lastly, I'm going to plug in 1. So I have y is equal to 2 times 1 plus 5. What does that equal to? That one is 7. So then I have the point 1, 7. So now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to set up my graph. Now, all these numbers are way up high, so I don't even really need to do a whole lot on the bottom, but I'll just do a little bit here. So I have my graph set up. So remember, if you're using graph paper, you don't need to put the little tick marks, but if you're not using graph paper, you will need to put the little dashes on here and label. If you're counting by ones, you still don't have to label. If you're counting by anything other than 1, you do need to label them though. All right, so the first point I'm going to plot is negative 1, 3. So I go left 1, up 3, and that's my first point. This next one is 0, 5, so I stay on the axis and I just go up 5. And then my last point is 1, 7, so I'm going to go right 1 and then up 7. And then now, unlike what we did yesterday where we just plotted the points, now we're actually going to connect the dots. And I'm not picky about if your line is perfectly straight or not, but if you are somebody that likes really straight lines, I do have rulers you can use if you are so inclined. Since you don't have magic paper like I do.
How much is magic paper?
Like $1,000 probably.
It's a little too pricey. I might have to sell a kidney to it.
All right, let's do 14. Y plus 4x is equal to 1. So first and foremost, I've got to get y by itself. How do I do that?
Subtract 4x.
Yep. Subtract 4x, which gives me y is equal to negative 4x plus 1. As I was grading your tests, I noticed that in a lot of cases, when we're moving something from one side to the other, we forget to change the sign. So make sure we pay attention to that. And then the other thing that I noticed is when we stay on the same side of the equation, we don't change the sign. So like if the stuff is all on one side, we just do the signs as it is. It's only when it changes the side of the equation that we change the sign. So just make sure we're paying attention for that stuff so you don't get your graph wrong. Huh?
Can we go to test bed?
Uh,
Like after?
I haven't put grades on them yet, but yeah. I mean, assuming we finish early, which I'm pretty sure we will, I should be able to give them back today. At worst case, I'll give them tomorrow. All right, so now I need to set this up. What numbers do you guys want to use? It doesn't have to be negative 1, 0, and 1.
Negative
1, 0, 1.
500, 200.
Drew, shut up. No, Drew, shut up.
67, 41.
All right. All right, so I'm going to put my equation here in the middle again. Sometimes I don't. That's a 1, not a 4. Sometimes I don't set it up in its own little box and I just do the x and the y table, but it's nice to be able to see it. This is just, I need to bothering me. Negative 4x plus 1. There we go. All right, so I'm going to plug in these numbers. So y is equal to negative 4 times negative 1 plus 1. So what do I get when I do that?
You get
5. So this point is negative 1, 5. Plug in 0. Y equals negative 4 times 0 plus 1. What do I get when I do that one? 1. So 0, 1 is that point. And then lastly, we do 1. So y equals negative 4 times 1 plus 1. What do I get when I do that?
negative 3.
Negative 3. So this is 1, negative 3. All right, so again, setting up my graph over here. Now, this one is going to go down into the negatives, so I need to just make sure that I pay attention to that as I set it up. Can't disagree with you on that one. All right, so I'm plotting these points. So negative 1, 5, I go left 1 and then up 5. Zero, 1, I stay on the axis and just go up 1. And then 1, negative 3, we go right 1, down 3. And then connect your dots.
How'd you do that? Is that magic paper?
So $1,000, which is not bad, right?
Does it
Sell
have
your
to come
dirt
with
bike.
Apple Intelligence? Does
No,
yours
my
have it?
iPad's like 5 years old.
Sean Paul, sell your dirt bike.
No.
Magic paper's not worth that to him.
Yeah. I have a phone. It ain't work like that, but like, so you know how you can trade your phone in, right? It basically has to be in mint condition. Like it has to be.
Sometimes.
No, and I go, it's like, does your phone have a scratch or a crack on it? I just said no.
The entire back of my phone is cracked.
Yeah, mine too.
Like,
Huh?
can I go to the office?
Do you just need a Band-Aid? Or something? Oh, you're like breaking out. Or something. Yeah.
That's mine. I threw it.
Somebody threw my phone and so the entire back is shattered.
You got a disease? Ooh.
No.
Wait, what?
No, I said, he said I have a disease. I said I don't have a disease.
Oh, I thought you said I feel dizzy and I was about to make somebody go to the office with you.
I ain't going. I ain't trying to get no sick.
I need your key card before they give me sentences because they don't believe me. Don't have a disease. This might just be fun. It's all bug like.
I feel it coming, bro.
Go sit back down. Y'all are fine. Chill out. Alright, 16. I need to get y by itself. What do I need to do?
You need to plus.
Minus 4x first. So I get 3y is equal to negative 4x plus 12. Now what? Divide by 3. Now, a little bit different than what we were doing in the last section. I showed you one like this, but instead of writing the whole thing over 3 like this, when we're doing graphing, just write each individual piece over it like that. So I'm going to end up with y equals negative 4/3 x plus 4. And this is really because of not so much for this particular section, but getting you into future sections, this is going to make your life easier. Now, this is a problem where I would not use negative 1, 0, and 1. Does anybody know why?
It's too basic. Because you got 4 over 3.
So
It's a fraction.
the problem is there's fractions. So if I do negative 1, then I'm going to have to combine negative 4/3 and 4. Right? If I use negative 1, it'll be positive 4/3 plus 4.
Can't you not just plot that though? Do you have to do it?
We have to do it in this section the way that I'm teaching it. So
Don't question the teacher.
you have to show the table and you have to plot the points. So in this problem, I would not use negative 1, 0, and 1 because I really don't feel like adding fractions today. So I would use something that is essentially a multiple of 3.
9.
So you can either use 3, 6, 9, or you could use negative 3, 0, and 3, which would cancel it out and make it easy.
Oh
Let's
yeah,
just
I
do
like
nine.
that.
So,
It's that big brain.
so I'm going to do negative 3, 0, and 3. So I've got y equals negative 4/3 x plus 4. So y equals negative 4/3 times negative 3 plus 4. So in here, 3 and 3 cancel. So I now have negative 4 times negative 1, which is a positive 4, plus 4. So that's 8. So this is going to be negative 3, 8 is going to be this point. And then y equals negative 4/3 times 0 plus 4. What's that equal to? 4. So this is the point 0, 4. And then over here, y equals negative 4/3 times 3 plus 4. 3's cancel. Negative 4 plus 4 is 0. So this is the point 3, 0. So to graph this one, see if if I have enough space here. I think. All right, I've got the point -3, 8. I need to go left 3, up 8. I have 0, 4, so we stay on the axis and go up 4. Then I have 3, 0, so I'm going to go right 3, and it's not going up at all, so it goes there.
You gotta draw your line. That's not perfect. Stop cheating. Like, you can cheat, I can cheat. You like that saying?
So I'm going to reiterate. If you do not use this method, you will get the problem wrong. You have to show that you're finding the x and the y points. The stuff where we're using the other method will come later.
This is not homework for test.
Huh?
This is homework for test.
All of the above.
Anna, get away from me. I have X.
Did they do something for you?
Put in yes for it's because I've got X. Shut up.
All right, I'm going to do another one.
Look, you might get sick just by looking at it.
18. Focus. 3x plus 2y equals 8. Need to get y by itself. How do I do that?
Basically, you're gonna subtract 3x and put a -3 on the other side.
So I get 2y is equal to -3x plus 8.
And basically, you're gonna divide by 2
Divide by 2.
on everything.
Again, do each piece individually so that it sets it up correctly. So I've got y is equal to -3/2 x plus 4. Now, just like with the last one, I used multiples of 3 in my table. What do you think I should use since yet again I have a fraction?
Use 2.
Multiples of 2. So which numbers do you want to use?
0.
-2, 0, 2.
-2, 0, and 2. So I choose the easiest numbers. Most of the time, it's -1, 0, and 1. However, when you have fractions, those are not typically the easiest numbers, so that's the time we choose something different. All right, so plugging in the numbers, y equals -3/2 times -2 plus 4. 2's cancel, so I have -3 times -1 plus 4. What is that? 7, so this point is -2, 7. Plug in 0, got -3/2 times 0 plus 4. So that's 0, 4. And lastly 2, y equals -3/2 times 2 plus 4. 1, so this is the point 2, 1. So graph it. All right, left 2, up 7. I don't think I made this graph big enough. Just a little bit too small. 0, 4, stay on the axis, go up 4. And then 2, 1, go right 2, up 1, and connect them.
Miss Stacy, do you have the ticket?
The ticket?
Bryce?
Yeah.
What?
Bryce
Do you have
Harris.
the ticket?
I did.
You did?
He dropped my class.
Oh! Why? Wait, you can do that?
Well, he's had enough math that he could drop it.
I think I've had enough math.
You have not.
Give me an algebra or calculus question, I can solve it.
All right, 2 more and then we're done. 20. I've got y equals 0, and I need to graph that. This is The exception to you not having to plot 3 points. What does this graph look like based on the notes that I gave you?
It looks like a
It's where the origin is.
Going which way?
up,
Up,
right,
right,
up.
right.
Left and right. Goes right over top of the axis here. A y equals equation is going to be anywhere on the axis, whatever that value is equal to, and it goes this way. 22, x is equal to 2.
It's gonna go up this time.
Yep, this one goes up and down at x equals 2. So this one at 2, we have a line going up and down like this, and that's our equation. All right, any questions on this?
No.
All right, problems are 3 through 25 odd.
3, 3, 25.
Oh, Stacey, can I get my graph paper from the locker?
May I use the restroom?
Yes, yes.
Once
And
I
on
use-
numbers 23 and 25, you do not have to copy them over. You can just write the answer because they're just matching